Hi guys, good evening. This is an extra, and we will be doing a follow-up from the previous episode concerning lights. Before we begin, I would like to remind you again of the art contest that is going on at amigaartwork.com, where you can submit your work. And be sure to do that before the October 11th. So good luck. Now for our part. Well, yes. So we talked in our previous episode about using the Lightroom plugin. Some of you guys told me that they had a problem initiating that plugin or initiating macros in Modeler. So we will go through some prerequisites that you should be having. First of all, we go to Aminet, where you can see. Let me see here. We go to Aminet and we search for an archive that is called rexlib, and here it is, rexlib.lha. Inside that archive, you can find a library called rexup library. This is one of the libraries you want. Actually, this is the library you want. That is not, if it's not always already present in your libs directory on your system drive. Okay, so Rex library, and then the other one is the Rex support, but I assume that this, since I didn't find it on Aminet, it should be already present in your systems, provided that you have a complete system installation. So the other one is Rex here, Rex support. Okay, so Rex support and Rex. Which one was the other one? Rexup. No, wait. Yeah, the Rexup library. Okay. Yes. So these two libraries are required for you to run the plugins we were talking about. The other thing you should have running before you even run Lightwave is the Rex master Rex interpreter, which can be found in your system and Rex must here. So it should be having, I don't know if my icons are the same as yours, probably not, because I've done some changes. Anyway, use. So Rex master is this little plugin here, is this little icon here. So if I have put it on my startup sequence, but if you haven't done that, and if you don't want to do that, you can always run it before running Lightwave. Okay. So with all this said, now we're done with that. The title of today's episode is called Realistic Light Sources. So we will continue from where we left off our previous episode, making a fluorescent light. We actually made a two-dimensional light line. So we're going to be putting some more realism in our fluorescent light. Okay, so without further ado, let's start with layout. Okay, going to Modeler again. Okay, we will create the object because we want our fluorescent lamp to be shown on our scene. Okay, so we start by choosing the disk tool under our objects, and then press N for numeric. Okay, and now I have to do some thinking. I want my, let's say I want my fluorescent lamp to be like a meter long, which is here, bottom top minus 500 millimeter, top 500 millimeter. The axis is X, center is, okay, let's leave center at that. And here I have to redefine the thickness of my lamp. Thickness of lamp, I think it's, last time I checked was 13 millimeter, the radius. So 13 millimeter. And since I have my X axis, the X axis is not needed actually, so I will define these guys here. So pressing enter, let's see what I did. Let's see here on my viewport. Okay, so this is my fluorescent lamp, the object. Okay, so let's see now. What do I need? I want to say, name this the main lamp armature, name it as a floor lamp, F lamp, okay, and lamp, okay, defining the my surface. As you can see, I haven't chosen the sides because I want the sides to be different. I don't want them to be part of the lamp. So by doing shift and let me see if I can find the hotkey. You see this one, invert selection. But if you no, hold on. Yeah, this is the one, invert selection. So if I do that, I'm inverting my selected polygons to the ones I haven't selected, and vice versa. And the previously selected become released, unselected. So I have my two side polygons chosen, selected. Okay, I am pressing G to focus on them, and then going in with my period key here. Now here I see what's going on, and I'm renaming them as sides there. Okay, now is the nice part, because I will be using bevel to do some stuff with them. So inset, I want them to inset like 1 millimeter, yes, and the shift, it can be 2 millimeter, and see what will that take me. Yeah, sounds good, looks good. Bevel again, inset nothing, but I wanted to shift more towards the sides, like say 10 millimeter. So there. Okay, you know, just for the sake of it. Now by default those will be the F lamp sides thing. So what did I do? I selected with the right mouse button the polygon of interest and pressed I, or info. Now I have all the information for all my selected polygons. Surface, that's what I'm interested in right now. Next, and then pressing quickly through all this browsing. So great, everything checks out fine. And let's see this side as well. Let's check this. They are correct. Okay, lamp, great. Great, and I am deselecting everything. Yes, so far 82 polygons. So let's save this object, and we'll be saving it on webcast, episode 16, and objects, and here my fluorescent lamp. My fluorescent lamp, let's say V3, because I had another project, okay, which is somewhat the same. So our patrons will be able to fiddle around with it. Okay, saved version 3. Now, what is what I am going to do about reproducing the light of the fluorescent lamp. Okay, on another layer, layer 2, pressing 2 for going to layer 2, and Alt 1 for showing the background, showing layer 1 as a background layer. I am invoking the disk requester again with N. Just doing a check here. Yes, it checks out okay. I'm not pressing enter right now, but I will go back in. So now the point is to have points all over the surface of my lamp, so that these points will be converted to lights later. So with 16, let's try 32 segments instead of 1 and see what is going to happen. So as you see here, there. Okay, so these are the segments. I think we should be having 64 segments. So the more rectangle, the more quad-like the rectangles are, the better the resolution of the light. Okay, so let's make it into 64 again. Better. Let's see, how many points do I have right now? Oh shit, 1000 lights. That won't do well. We can reduce that. Okay, so let's do a disk. Then again, let's say 10, 32. So I'm going to be having these things as lights, 330 lights. That's good. That can be good. But let me try just a bit more, because disk, numeric, and say 32. Okay, 42. There. And how many? Okay, let's go with that. 430. 430 lights is the thing going to be. So what I am doing now, I will be killing the polygons because I don't need them. Okay, and then I will be deleting the edge points here. Well, they are kind of needed, but let's say that the light emission doesn't start in the beginning of a fluorescent lamp. So okay, so it takes a bit towards inwards, so that it will start emitting. And then the other side as well. G period key. Stay there. So I'm deleting 20 lights. See, 410. It sounds quite good. Okay, 410. And now let's see. One thing to consider. I mean, there are several things to consider. First is the fall off distance. Okay, we have to say like, okay, it will be, and we will be writing it down. The fall off distance can be let's say if I have a 1 meter lamp, 6 meters should be adequate, I think. Anyway, we'll just do that example and see how it fares. And then the other thing to consider is this. A light in our scene at its full strength is like, say, 100%. Okay, but if you put all these lights in 100%, you will be having so many lights that everything will be white, and this is not realistic. In reality, all these points will be having only a fraction of the total power, resulting in 100. So let's say I have these points here, which will be emitting towards the right, just for the sake of the argument. Okay, so we have all these points here. There, we have 205 points, and we have to divide this by 100 to see what will be the intensity of any individual light on our lamp, and which is here 0.0. Oh, it is 2% approximately. Okay, instead of 100% for each light, it will be 2% for each light, and so the accumulated result will be at around 100%. Okay, so one thing is the fall of distance, which was 6 meters, and the other thing is each light's intensity, which will be 2%. Okay, so we are keeping that, we are noting them down, and I think we are all ready to call up our light swarm. So here is my light swarm plugin. First, it will be asking me to save my scene. I'm telling it episode 16 scenes. Let's see. Oops. Episode 16. Is there any 3D webcast? Let's see what's going on there. Yeah. EP16 scenes, of course. And now let's say, what was it? It was 400. Let's say 400-ish. And we will be calling the scene light swarm, so that we know it from the plugin. Lamp 400 points. I think that does it. We have all the information on the file name, enter, and then we get into the next requester. So light name, light type point, we want them to be points. Light intensity, we will be putting 2%. Okay, now here is the division part. I actually managed to edit the plugin, the macros code, so that to insert this little help description. So it is intensity divided to distance. So we have intensity 2% divided by 6 meters, so 0 point something. So let me run my calculator here. 2/6, 1/3, 0.33, perhaps. We'll see. 2 divided to 6. Yeah, 0.33. My FPU is working. Still working. So since we have 2 here, and in 6 meters we want to input 0.333, okay. The color will be white, no lens flares. I don't want lens flare. Flare intensity 0. Shadow casting, yes. Outer glow light, no. By the way, let me see here. Hello. Hi, Vamped Amiga. Nice to see you here. Anyway, so after we have pressed shadow casting, outer glow light is depressed, and let's press OK. And we will be waiting a while so that our... I think I forgot something. Yes. And let me show you after the plugin is done what it is. Because there is another small consideration to have when you take the points of a polygon of an object to create a light swarm. Okay, so let me zoom in into some common or maybe no. No, it's okay. Let's verify that that the lights will be visible. So if a light if a light stays inside an object and you have shadows, ray tracing shadow on, the light is of course not going to be visible because it's inside an object. Okay, so I am on my active layer. I have my light points that are made into lights, and on my background layer I have my object, my fluorescent light. So as you can see, the light points are clearly outside the structure of the geometry, so it's great. If, however, I was to follow the same geometry, exactly the same geometry as my mesh, as my object, then I would be having a problem. So how to remedy that? Before I call up my plugin, I go to modify and say stretch, and I try to have them just a bit outside my geometry so it won't overlap with each other. Okay, so I would do something like that, something like this, which is too much actually, but yeah, just I'm exaggerating just to show you where it should where the light should be residing so that they won't get cancelled by your geometry. Okay, but all is well right now. I have everything. Maybe this guy here, these guys here, yeah, we may have a problem there, but let's see here as well. Maybe, yeah, that these two should be, I mean, these two rows should be problematic. So let me, what I can do, I can see what the coordinates are, which is the z-axis minus 13 millimeter is my radius, the radius of my my fluorescent light. So I can move everything to minus 13.01 millimeter there. So that's enough, and this side as well, Control V only on the plus side there. Okay, so let me see what I've done so far. There, see, if I zoom in enough, so this is outside our geometry. It won't get cancelled. So now I have to rerun my plugin. Okay, let me delete my, wait a minute here, let me just delete the scene so that I I'm sure what is going on inside my directory. Here, light swarm f lamp 400p delete. By the way, let me see how many points. 410. Okay, let's I will be writing that down then instead. 410 light swarm. Okay, calling up, and 3D webcast ep16 scenes. There, yes. So light swarm fluorescent lamp 410 points. Okay, correct. Everything else, yes. Now again, light point intensity at 2%, fall off, as we said earlier, 0.33. Yes, no lens flare at 0. Shadow casting. So I know if one has lens flare deselected, why should I bother change that? There's a small bug in the code. So regardless what I do with that button, it activates the lens flare. So yeah, we can always fix it upon editing our file later. So shadow casting, okay. Are we doing the process? Waiting. By the way, are you guys all right? Hi, 74. Yeah, it's done. Great. Layout. And let's see now what... Yeah. Let's create a scene and see how my fluorescent lab fares. So I will be loading an object here, webcast. I have something, I've prepared. So object, I have a ground, very simple stuff. Then I have a yellow cube, and let's see there. My camera, how the camera sees it, very awful. Anyway, I am fixing that. Let's put it at an angle higher. My rotation there. Let's see there. Okay, let me. Yeah. Okay. So this is my one-dimensional default light inside Lightwave. Okay, so this is it. Quite ugly. Anyway, it has its uses, but not right now. So I want something better for my scene. So what do I do? With my scene saved from the plugin, I go to Objects tab, Load from Scene. Then I'm navigating to the directory that Lightswarm saved, the light scene. Okay, see, Lightswarm flamp 410 points, which is quite a big scene. See, 131 kilobytes. So and then it continues asking me load lights from scene as well as objects, of course. And then, of course, the plugin is quite stupid. It doesn't understand that null objects can also be inside Lightwave. But anyway, can find null objects, select an alternate object file. Of course, yes, I have it here. There. And now that is saved, let's see. So we have our null object here, and we will be renaming that by pressing save object and then saying, okay, this is my fluorescent lamp lights. That will be my lights. And yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. No shadows in anything. And what I also want, I want my fluorescent lamp version 3 to be here. Okay, so this will also be self shadow, cast shadow, receive shadow. But one other thing to consider actually, first of all, let me make my F lamp lights on parent to, no, actually it will be child to my fluorescent lamp. So wherever I move my fluorescent lamp, the lights will be coming along. Okay, save my scene, webcast, scenes, F lamp 410, oh here 410 with cube scene, just to see what is, you know, what's going on here. So this is my scene as of the right now. One other thing to do, we go back to modeler, and on our object, I want these two guys to be different objects. I want, say, my sides to become different objects. So I'm cutting them with X and copy to another layer, and there I will be saving them as my F lamp sides there, while this guy here I'm saving it as my F lamp there. Yes, and that is because I want different object properties, not only surfaces but object properties between these two. Okay, so let me export this to F lamp there, and go here and go back to layout and load my F lamp version 3 sides. Okay, and this will be a child as well to my lamp, to my there F lamp version 3. So when you look at it and try to see, now I have my F lamp 3 version 3 sides. If I move them, oh, they go wherever they want. But no, wait, zoom out. But if I move the lamp, since I've made them a part of the same hierarchy, that it follows the lamp. Okay, the sides are following my main lamp. Oops, sorry. There. So let's see how that thing goes now. I am here, there on my camera. Let me take my camera there, so it will be seeing. Sorry. So there, frame 0. Let's see what is going to happen now. So the renderings is becoming very, very, very slow. And this is mainly because I have these thing here as sides. Let me take away this, guys. My fluorescent lamp should not have anything to do with shadows either. Okay, it's a light source, it shouldn't have anything to do. And then the yellow cube, yes. The ground, yes, of course, etc. Let's see if I have made any speed ups. It's struggling. Here comes the shadow, the shadows here. You see, this there's one well defined, and there's another that is more. You know, the well defined is my main light. I forgot to clear it. Clear light. Then here I don't need any other shadow, and F9 again. I have to fix, as you can see here, I have also to fix the surface of my lamp. Okay. My lattice is so slow, actually. With no streaming, this was very, very fast. But yeah, you can have it all. For the time being, I cannot have a desktop computer, but that's also on my plans to fix in a month or two. So yeah, we will be enjoying much more ray tracing at a given time frame. Let me see. On the background will turn on. Yeah, I don't need that right now, so I will take it away to save some resources. Yep. Are you guys hearing me all right, by the way? I had some problems earlier with my with the microphone. Do I have any do you get any echoes, any distortion perhaps? So here it is. the lamp should be white, not it shouldn't be dark. But anyway, yep. So the shadows are very, very, very smooth. It happens. It only happens so that the light being parallel to one edge gave us these strange looking shadows, but we will we will change the angles so that to smoothen that. So let's fix my fluorescent lamp first. The fluorescent lamp, it should be white, and luminosity on 100%, no diffuse, I don't want any diffusion. Smoothing, I don't care. There is. And fluorescent lamp sides. Now this is the sides of my lamp. So let's make it a dark mid gray, and give it a bit of glossiness here, specularity. I think this is okay. Save all objects, close, save the scene. Good habits to have. And then let's see, let me get the lamp there a bit towards up, a bit upwards, and then rotate it there, 0 and there. Also, what else to do? What I did, yeah. One thing to check, if you guys want. So the maximum range is 6 meters as we wanted it to be, as you can see here. Okay, so that's why you have to pre-calculate that, because changing this thing for 400 lights is a nightmare, unless you feel like doing that. Anyway, let me take away ambient intensity to give a bit more mystery to our scene, and save here. How to see how to see the intensity fall off. Let's say we have 6 meters now. So what does that mean in terms of our geometry that is present on our scene? The only views where one can see this is the front, top, and side, the orthographic views. Perspective, I don't think it is. But anyway, if you go to, let's say, front view, choose light, then you will see the radius where the intensity fall off is taking place. So that should be 6 meters in radius, and it quite literally is. So you have the grid here, and each grid rectangle is a grid unit, which is 2. So you have 2, 4, 6 meters. So that corresponds to that. It is correct. Okay. So top view again. I can see here what's going on there as well. The perspective view doesn't have it, and light and camera that doesn't have it. Okay. So only these 3 views. So this is quite useful to know. Saving again. Saving all objects again, because I don't remember if I did that. I remembered it, of course, but it's a nice habit to not remember having done that, so that you will do it. And let's see what we just did. So first of all, we have the correct light for our light source. Okay, so this is white. This is just a floating fluorescent light in the middle of nowhere, I'm getting some strange, anyway. As you can see here, I have another user list than my users, let's say, when I do want to do this. Anyway, strange. So you can see that the more lights I add on my scene, the slower it is, but the higher quality lighting has. Okay, so there is, you know, one trade-off for the trade-off there is rendering speed. So that is why actually this lighting technique should be used when you're done with your scene, you know, animating all this, and the last thing you want to add is the you know, you want to refine the lighting. Okay, so this is what actually you can do about that. There. There, quite nice. Resolution is very, very nice. So let me get the lights just more. Wait, here. There. See what if I can make some shadow, some more shadows. And now for saving quite some rendering time, I will be limiting the active area where the rendering will be taking place. So there. I got some part of the shadows, but you can see how smooth this is going to be now. There, very, very smooth, very, very nice. And this is also depending on the distance from sharp, it gets fuzzier, whereas the ready spotlight from Lightwave's menu is not that accurate. It's actually far more elementary, if I may say so. Okay, so let me go back, let me try some other lighting angles, rotate that a bit. There, perhaps something towards the top here. See how oh, let me put it just there. Let me see some. Yeah, perhaps I should put it some more there. Some. See what I did, or what I've done. Wait, did I keyframe? Yes, I did keyframe. So this is an i5 at, I don't remember how much. And right now the laptop is burning actually. I hear the fan, and you know, the air with the light is coming out is too hot. Oops. Hope I won't burn it down. But seriously, it's very it's faster when I'm not broadcasting. So yeah. So you have, you know, you can make an animation of the lamp going around. Maybe I'll do that actually. I have my Raspberry Pi render farm here, so I may put it to work. So yeah, that's you know, some other considerations perhaps. Yes, let's say you want to make a light bulb, and I can show you. Maybe you want to exercise with it a bit more. Let's make a light bulb here. Let's see how to do that. Polygon, points, and then create a light bulb there. So you make a rough. Oh, hold on. There should be a point there. And here. Okay, so now you have these points. You deselect these ones and multiply, mirror, and just mirror them. See what you've done. And let's make let's create a curve here with this one as well, and should be an open curve. Makes curve, yes. Oh, ugly, but anyway, we can fix that. Undo. Again, from here it will start, and it will end here. Make there. So I can take these points here, put them somewhere there. And Control T, use some there. There's my lamp. Yes. And I can have here, I have to add some points, because the less the points, the more curvy my, hold on, where? Polygon. Yes, here. So the more my curve will be curvy. Adding points here, so see how the curve will change. There. So I can zoom in a bit more. Make that there. Control T. Something like this. There. And G. You know, I'm just doing something like a rough approximation. I'm not doing anything serious, but anyway, I can show you how the so something like that, and then go here and say one point more. No, sorry, here. How that works I can show you later. Yeah, right, I know. Add points here, so I'm adding a point here. Yes. So I don't want, so the closer the points, the more control one has on the curve, but sometimes I don't want that much of a control. I just want it to be there. Anyway, let's see what I did. And now I want my yeah, I want this one and this one there, and just press smooth anyway. And now I'm freezing that. Now I am freezing that thing. So what did I do? Wait a minute. Flip. I have this silhouette here. So by coming to lathe and carefully pointing it. Hold on, just before I duplicate any unwanted points. Going to lathe. There. And I have my lamp. You know. Let's see if I have any. Yes, I had some extra points, and let's see how many points this has. This this thing has 978 points, but I will be having points from up here. The rest will be the metal that supports the glass. So how many points is this? I don't know. No, I don't know. Damn it. Anyway, let's do it traditionally here. 449. Okay. So what you want to do is like copy these points, paste them here, and then you want to say just enlarge it a bit, just modify the size there, so that you will be certain that your light sources are outside your geometry. Okay, so that's about it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. On the next episode, I will be showing another more important lighting technique involving distant lights, and it will be quite interesting because we can simulate the light of the sun. I mean, how it disperses and how it is emitted around, so that we will be able to simulate that in our scenes. That is so far. Any questions? Do we have anyone here? I see 74 space, commander root, and lurks. But here I have vamped Amiga, so I don't know what's going on actually. Anyway, yeah, any questions? Latency, I'm waiting for the latency. Mount. Yeah, so anyway, thank you very much for watching, and try to make your own light sources. This is very, actually it's very, how to say, rewarding to see that light wave, despite being so old, a version, you can actually do modern stuff. There are stuff that we can do that can stand side by side to modern renders by modern rendering engines. Anyway, thank you very much. Shout out for my Patreons, George Sokianos, Volquero, Yarla, Midwan, GS, Anthony Jarvis, and John Marchant. Thank you guys. Bye bye. See you tomorrow, Monday. Bye bye.